Om Swastiastu.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you all had a nice lunch and still awake, because today we're going to talk about something that sounds serious, but actually really interesting: the pancreas anatomy and secretion. The pancreas is one of the most important organs in this digestive system, playing key roles in both enzyme production and chemical regulation. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Joanna Rahel Aunika, and my last ID number is 100. And also, I'm here with my amazing teammate.
I'm Ane Agustri Agmanita Ganaki with the last ID number 090.
My name is Gustiawi Mas Dharma Patni and my last ID number is 093.
Okay, before we start, alright, now that you know who we are, let's move on to the first part of our discussion.
Okay, so first I will explain what the pancreas is. Self-regulate eliminated gland with both exocrine and endocrine function. Exocrine pancreatic juice and endocrine insulin glucagon. The pancreas is a soft, elongated and lobed gland. This organ is unique because it has two functions, exocrine and endocrine. The exocrine function involves the production of pancreatic juice, which is crucial in digestion in the small intestine. The endocrine function involves the production of hormones such as insulin and glucagon, which play a role in regulating blood sugar level. With these two important roles, the pancreas is a vital organ in maintaining the body metabolic balance. Next, location of pancreas. The pancreas is located peripherally of the posterior abdominal wall, making it hidden and relatively fixed. It extends horizontal from right to left at the T12 to LT level. The head of the pancreas lies within the duodenal curve, allowing the duodenum to encircle it in a C shape. The body of the pancreas traverses the anterior surface of the aorta, inferior vena cava, and superior mesenteric valve. The tail, the only part that approaches the intraperitoneal, lies near the hilum of the spleen, making it more mobile because of its location surrounded by stomach, duodenum, spleen, left kidney, and major blood vessels. Pancreatic disease often present with non-specific, sometimes and pain radiating to the back. Next, the anatomy of pancreas. The pancreas consists of three main parts: the head, the body, and the tail, each which is on distinct location and characteristic. The first, the head of the pancreas, is the weakest part and is located with the C shape. Curve of the duodenum. This section contains a crucial structure, the Ansnett process, a protrusion of tissue that extends posteriorly and falls behind the superior mesenteric blood. Moving on the body of pancreas. This is the longest section and lies in front of large vessels like the aorta and inferior vena cava. The splenic artery, which serves as an important landmark in radiological examination, typically run along the top of the body. The last is the tail of pancreas. Meanwhile, in the small and most temperate portion, located on the left side of body, near the hilum of the spleen, the tail of the pancreas contains the highest concentration of each lamp of Langerhans, making it crucial for endocrine function such as insulin and glucagon production. Okay, the next presentation of the material will be continued by my friend.
Okay, next is the size and shape of pancreas. Regarding to its shape and size, the pancreas has a characteristic J-shape or retort-like form, positioned obliquely with the abdomen. The rounded portion represents the head, while the elongated part corresponds to the neck, body, and tail. In terms of measurement, the pancreas is approximately 12 to 50 cm long, 3 to 5 cm wide, and 1.5 to 2 cm thick. Its average weight ranges from 18 to 19 grams. Next, let's move to the part and subdivision of the pancreas. For descriptive purpose, the pancreas is divided into 4 main parts. The head, which includes the extension known as the uncinate process, the neck, the body, which has a projection called the tuber omentale, and the tail, which extends toward the spleen. Each part has close anatomical relationship with surrounding organ. For example, the head lies within the curve of the duodenum, while the tail points toward to the hilum and the spleen. Now, moving on to pancreatic secretion. The pancreas is a long elongated gland situated behind the slightly below stomach. It contains structure called acini and ducts. The pancreatic acinar cells are responsible for production digestive enzyme essential for breaking down food components. Meanwhile, the pancreatic ducts secretes a watery fluid, rich sodium bicarbonate or NaHCO3, which help neutralize generate acid as it enters the small intestine. Together, the secretion support the overall process of digestion and proper nutrient absorption. Next, will be continued by my friend.
Okay, on this slide, I will explain the basic composition of pancreatic juice. The pancreas produces about 1 to 2 liters of pancreatic secretion per day, with a pH of around 8, which means it is alkaline. Pancreatic juice mainly contains water, several important electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, as well as bicarbonate and other anions. It also contains digestive enzymes that play a key role in breaking down food in the small intestine. Next, this slide shows the 2 major components of pancreatic secretion. The exocyte pancreas produces pancreatic juice, which consists of pancreatic enzymes and alkaline watery fluid. The enzymes are secreted by the acinar cells, while the bicarbonate-rich fluid is produced by the duct cells. These 2 components work together to support digestion and neutralize stomach acid. Next. Okay, here we focus especially on pancreatic enzymes. These enzymes are synthesized and stored in the form of small gans inside thymogens granulans. When needed, they are released through exocytosis into the pancreatic ducts. Pancreatic enzymes are essential because they are able to completely digest food, even when other digestive secretions are limited. Next. And the last slide, we look at the second component. The aqueous alkaline food, when acidic sign from the stomach enters the duodenum, it must be neutralized quickly. This is important because pancreatic enzyme only function well in neutral or slightly alkaline environment. The bicarbonate in pancreatic food is responsible for neutralizing the acid and also protect the duodenal mucosa from damage.
Alright, looks like we've come to the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, and for staying with us until the very end of this presentation. We really hope this presentation gave you a better understanding about pancreas and its secretion system. That's all from our group. Thank you once again and have a great day.
Om